Hello, everyone. I'm back, and I have a channeled angel message for you. Usually when I channel the angel messages, I like to do it without any pressure or stress. So I will turn on my dictation machine, and I will channel the message, and then my dictation machine will just write it out, and then I have to go back and look over it and make sure that it wrote it out properly so I can read it back to you. The reason for that is because sometimes the pictures and messages I get can be a little confusing, and if I were to just do it from actual channeling, it can be jumbled and confusing coming from me. So I like to dictate it and then go in and edit it and then bring it to you. It just feels better for me. So, yeah, that's why I do it this way. It's just for my own comfort, to know that I'm getting the message across in a way that the angels want it to come across, rather than coming across as jumbled and confused. So, I have it ready. Oh, also, jeepers, ever since May, the internet service I've had up here actually for the last couple of years has not been very good. It was a satellite internet service, and it it was so weak, and it just wasn't very good, but it was all I had. And the last 3 months, our contract had been over, but they didn't tell us that. So the very day that our bill was due, they would cut us off and disconnect us. And then they turned around, they would charge us a reconnection fee. And this was on the day that it said it was due. So the second it was due, if Carl wasn't keeping up on it and didn't pay it in advance, then they would cut us off and they would charge us a disconnection fee and a reconnection fee. Plus, I would be without internet. And we just got tired of that. You know, games like that just don't go. But I think they realize that they charge way too much for the service that they provide, because the service they provide, it's not good. But, you know, we were getting a semi-decent rate, though we were not happy with the service. So now we have a new service, and it's working wonderfully. So we're real happy about that. So this is why I haven't been able to put anything out for the last week and a half, because I haven't had internet service. So anything I did put out had to be put out on my telephone data. So, yeah. But now I will get to the message from the angels, and I hope you enjoy this. Hello, friends. The angels have channeled a message through me for you, and it's rather long, but it's very important for everyone to hear this right now. I hope that you stay and listen to the very end, because there's a lot of interesting information here. Dear friends, this is from the angels. We have been waiting for the big change in human awareness because it is ushering in a new, amazing world on this planet. As people become more spiritually connected, they realize that their thoughts create positive and negative reality. For many years, you have been encouraged to have negative thoughts and feelings. You were programmed with these limitations, which were reinforced by your parents, grandparents, teachers, friends, and just about everyone around you. They were passed along as though they were gospel truths, but they were nothing more than lies. The lies you've been taught to believe about your world have created a limited view of reality. You've come to accept the limitations that others have placed upon you, and you've forgotten how it feels to be free. You have forgotten what it is like to feel infinite due to your lack of freedom. You continue to live within the confines of fear, and your perceptions are dictated by what you believe to be true instead of being based on universal truth and reality. You have let others control you. This is why you are afraid to act on your dreams, and why you settle for less than what you really deserve in life. You are taught that the world is a dangerous place and that life has to be hard and unfair. You allow yourselves to be controlled by so-called authorities. Authorities who tell you what to believe and not to believe. If someone does dare to believe differently, perceive differently, or do differently, contrary to what has been dictated to them, they are ridiculed, called black sheep, conspiracy theorists, troublemakers, or whatever name can be used to shut them up and make them look foolish and small. You are told that you are wrong or even crazy, but it is time for this old paradigm to die. It is an archaic belief system that no longer serves the earth at this time. See? Interesting and important. Your whole perception of reality needs to change in order to break free from the limited views and begin living in harmony with one another as well as with nature. Gratitude, love, and kindness are some of the keys to living in harmony with everything in the universe. The true nature of human beings is love, and there are many paths to finding it. The main path is within you. You are love. You give love. You receive love. You are love. So if ever you're needing love, just look within yourself because it's always there. You may have to dig deep because you buried it, but it's always there. Okay, so love is always present, but sometimes you lose sight of it. You get so caught up in your personal circumstances that you forget what really matters, and you lose sight of the fact that you are love and that you are an eternal spiritual being. You are all spiritual beings having a human experience. You have free will, but when you live unconsciously, you make unconscious choices that keep you in a pattern of continuous struggle and dis-ease. Due to this, you have been held back in your spiritual ascension and enslaved to a world that only served the elite. In the last 15 years, more and more people have been realizing the truth. Their thoughts and feelings dictate their lives. If they dislike their lives, they only need to change their thoughts. As it has become more apparent that you can be in control of your lives, more and more people are taking steps to do so. You judge your experiences as good or bad and attach to the good ones as personal accomplishments for which you deserve to be rewarded. You become upset about the bad ones, which seem to be personal punishments for which someone must pay dearly. But this causes you to suffer because you are judging yourselves and others on an external basis rather than from the love within. When you live from your heart, you connect with your inner guidance system and know that all is well in your world because you trust yourself to act and align with your highest good. Accept whatever happens as part of the process toward your evolution and fulfillment. All of the things that happen in our lives, the experiences, are there as lessons. They're for us to learn from, not for us to attach ourselves to, not for us to use as fuel to be angry with other people, and not for us to use as, I don't know what word, to praise ourselves and raise ourselves above everyone else, and we're just better than everyone else because we met a certain criteria that we had in our head, or somebody else told us that once we meet this criteria, we're better than everybody else. Not true. We're all the same. We will always all be the same. So just food for thought there. Okay. When you live from your heart, I'm rereading this and I know it, you connect with your inner guidance system and know that all is well in your world because you trust yourself to act in alignment with your highest good. Accept whatever happens as part of the process toward your own evolution and fulfillment, which is where real happiness and wisdom come from. In the morning, when you wake up, before you do anything else, be still and quiet. Close your eyes. Take a couple deep breaths and say to yourself, I'm grateful for another opportunity to be alive. I'm grateful for my friends, for my family, my home, clothes on my back, food in my cupboards, and each breath that I take. And if some of those items don't fit your life, that's okay. Change them. Write your own little notes of gratitude and determine for yourself what it is that you are truly grateful for. As you can repeat these words, so once you've got your list and you have woken up in the morning and you've started reading off the list, try to repeat these words as often as you can throughout the day. The thought and feeling of gratitude within your heart is life-changing and will help you to manifest more of what you are grateful for. So we create what we think and feel. So the more we think and feel positive feelings, the more we are grateful for things in our lives, the more good things we create in our lives. The world that is being created at this time is amazing. You'll be able to travel instantaneously anywhere in space-time, where you can live forever and where you are infinitely intelligent, powerful, prosperous, and healthy beings who live in love and light. You are all ready for this new golden age and its unimaginable possibilities and opportunities. We angels are here as your guides through this transition because we have been instructed in what to do to assist you in taking full advantage of this amazing opportunity. You are now in a time of great transition and tribulation as the old way of being is phased out and the new way is simultaneously being created. You have realized that the old ways no longer serve you and that you are actually capable of doing something about it. It is time to tear down the old ways and create new ones. However, there are people who do not want the old ways to change, so they will fight you. Let's see. Manipulate you and try to make it difficult and or impossible for the new world, for you to change the world to how you want it. You must realize and remember that your thoughts and your feelings will create a new world, and if you attempt to fight the old ways, you are only keeping them alive. So if you're trying to fight the old ways and you're thinking about them, and you're thinking about everything that you dislike, remember you could be, and you are, creating more of that negativity. You're creating more of what you do not want. So try not to really think about the negative or what you're trying to change. Instead, think more about the changes that you are trying to make and the new world that you want to live in. In order to truly bring about the changes that are required, you must deal with the old world through love, light, and courage. Focus more on the creation of the new environment that you want to create and less on the negative world that you want to leave behind. You have the responsibility to choose either to be a part of a wonderful new era of humanity, or you can choose to resist change and continue with what you know. The choice truly is yours. The old reality was built on a foundation of lies, manipulation, control, and limitation. Many people feel that they don't have enough money or enough time to live their lives as they wish. Their jobs are too stressful or do not pay well. They're afraid because there's too much crime in their communities. Many stores are closing. Schools have become dangerous for children, or parents feel that the schools are indoctrinating their children and teaching their children things that they do not agree with and do not want their children to believe. Now you are facing food shortages and costs so excessive that you have to choose between having a roof over your head or being able to eat. Because you do have the ability to create your own world, it is your responsibility to ask us to help. To help you to be able to bring about the changes that truly need to be made in your life. It is necessary to live from a positive frame of mind in order to raise your vibrations. Raising your vibrations is a necessary part of creating a positive world. Meditation can be very helpful in controlling your thoughts and feelings and raising your vibration. You must also practice the art of gratitude, appreciation, love, and kindness. Living in the present is also very important when working on creating a new and different environment for yourself. Spelled that wrong. If your thoughts and feelings create your environment, your old thoughts and feelings will only continue to create the negativity that you want to change. It is vitally important that you separate yourself from the past and the future, living only in the present moment without fear or negativity, avoiding judgment or blame as you forge forward into a new way of being. Begin to consciously create a reality in which everyone is thriving, living life the way they want, and creating the conditions that support this new way of life. It's happening now, and you are a part of it. This is not just a pipe dream or a pie-in-the-sky utopia that you will be living in one day. This is about how your life can be right now. This new reality does not require you to give up anything or change who you are as a human being. It does not require you to sacrifice or settle for less. It does, however, require an understanding of how you have been programmed for much of your life and how you have been forced to accept too many things that have been difficult and wrong. It is time to wake up from this life of limitation and dis-ease and to allow yourself to no longer be imposed upon by unfair practices and rules, by an ideology that only serves those on the very top of the pyramid. First, we must eliminate the lies and beliefs that keep you trapped. You must have clarity and understanding to be able to know what it is that will truly serve you well in your new reality. Once you realize this fact, this insight will help you progress spiritually and prepare you for the new golden age, which will usher in heaven on earth. We love you dearly. We are here with you. We are your family of light and hope. So I hope you enjoyed the message from the angels. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section. Please give me a like and subscribe if you like my channel. I will be creating more content like this. The angels also have me working on a new guided meditation. I'm hoping to do at least one and hopefully 2 guided meditations per month. I am also hoping to do more channeling from the angels. Of course, I can't make a promise on how often that will be because it's determined by the messages and information that the angels have for us. So we could get a couple in a day, or we could only get one a month. So I can't forecast that. I have no way of knowing what the angels will be bringing forth to us. But as soon as I have information, I will share it with you. So, blessings, love, light. Namaste. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye-bye.